Hey guys, Paul here from Solid Project. So I'm very excited to let you know that we are going to be doing a web series around online stores to see how we can help online stores grow. And the reason for this is because we've received a lot of inquiries the last while, as I'm sure you can imagine, specifically around online stores, or let's say online products. It doesn't necessarily have to be an online store that sells a physical product. We've also received inquiries around online stores that sell digital products, and then also online stores that sell like a consultation, like coaching and online consultation. So this is definitely something we see that there's a need for. I believe that even after the lockdown, we are going to see that people are still going to be a bit of doing social distancing, and so having a online store where maybe not even your whole business is online, that might not be possible, but you can offer something online where people have the ability to go online and to make some kind of inquiry. And we're going to be doing a few different web series to deal with different topics. So instead of the traditional way where we have one channel where we discuss a lot of different things on one channel, we are going to be looking specifically at different topics in different industries, helping you that if you view a specific series, you're going to find information that's hopefully very relevant to you. So today's episode, we're going to be looking at what I think is probably the most important thing to helping your online store succeed online. But before we do that, let's cue the intro. So if you wonder what I'm doing over here pushing buttons, I'm trying to do this whole thing in one take. So if I make a mistake, please forgive me. I most likely will. But I'm going to try to roll with it because I want to try and get content that's relevant and helpful out as quickly as possible without having to still do editing and stuff afterwards. And so I'm going to push this button here now to hopefully make this video a bit more interesting. Let me just move my chair out of this shot. All right, so like I said, live production, please forgive me. So this shot is kind of designed to make this chair a little bit more. There we go, that looks better. Switch between two cameras to keep things a bit more interesting. And so basically, before we get into what I think is the most important thing, you might be asking, who are you and why should we care what you have to say? So Solid Project, we are fanatical, and I really mean fanatical, about helping small businesses succeed online. And so there are two things that we believe are very important to accomplish that. The first thing is to generate leads using digital marketing. And then the second thing is to convert those leads to clients using enhanced websites. And so digital marketing is really, really great. Obviously, there's a big difference between advertising and marketing. Advertising is about paying for people's attention, and marketing is about forming a connection with your customers. So instead of saying, I want to sell you something, you're saying, well, I want to help you to make an informed buying decision and guide them so that they make the decision. They don't feel pressured and forced into making the decision. And that's working very, very well. Even companies that have the money to do advertising, because advertising is expensive, are moving over towards marketing because advertising just is working less and less effectively. So yeah, that's the first thing, is to use digital marketing to generate leads, and then to use an enhanced website to convert those leads to customers or possibly to prospects, depending on the nature of your business. So for example, if you are an engineering company, it's most likely that someone is not going to go to your website and sign up for a R1 million project without ever meeting anybody. But an enhanced website can still help, and digital marketing can still help, because what we can do is to take over part of that sales funnel so that people can focus on that bottom part of the sales funnel, which people do best. And that is to basically convert those people to customers and to take them from prospects right through to a sale, hopefully. And so that is very important. We find, especially with a lot of our customers, they don't always have sales reps. So even if they do have sales reps, the directors and the high level people are spending a lot of time dealing with customers, getting new business, nurturing those relationships. And so whatever we can do to save them on that time and to let them focus on only doing part of the sales funnel is very, very valuable, not just for getting more sales, but for the time saving element. And so by doing that, we've seen incredible success for our clients. And obviously that has translated to us, and we are really excited to see how we can help you. So today is not going to be a tip that is very technical. So whether you are like many of our clients, they call themselves BC, before computers, and you say, hey, you do the technical stuff, we will take care of the business stuff. Or maybe you've built your own website. This tip is designed to help you. So basically, the number one thing that I think is very, very important to understand with an online store is to understand that you can do things to your website to make it better, to improve conversions. You can find ways to make your website look better. You can find ways to make your website easier to use, but that is not the most important thing. You can have the best website in the world, but that is not the most important thing. The most important thing is to get people to visit that website. You, like I said, you have the best website in the world, but if no one knows about it, it's not that helpful. So people need to know about it. And so we're not in the world anymore where you would build a better mousetrap and people will beat away to your door. You need to tell them my door is over here so you can beat away. It's not to, like I said, advertise to people to kind of grab their attention and demand their attention. No. But they still need to know about you. So marketing is definitely the most important thing. You need to make sure that people know about you. And so that is so, so important. And the reality is that you need to most likely pay for that. And so I was dealing with a client, literally, we signed them up, I think, this week they signed up, and she was a bit apprehensive because we wanted to charge her substantially more than what she's currently paying for a website on a monthly basis. And to be fair, not all that money was coming to us. We said you also need to budget. In the budget includes money you need to pay to Google and money you need to pay to Facebook. And she was a bit apprehensive, and I can understand why she's apprehensive, because she's getting around one sale a month currently on her website. So she's like, well, hey, I do want my website to do better, but this seems a bit expensive compared to what I'm paying now. And she also has a retail location, so the online store wasn't her main focus. And so I said to her, you must understand that this is not expensive. If you had to take this pricing compared to what it takes to set up and market a retail location, you're paying about not even half of what it would cost you there. And that's not even taking into account the cost of doing all the fittings and stuff in that physical retail location. So if you compare an online store and you want an online store to compete with a retail store, then it's not expensive. In fact, it's much better value for money. In fact, if you look at the trends before we even had the lockdown, before we had this coronavirus crisis, we were seeing online stores explode. They're just rapidly expanding. I know in America, the Amazon are buying up old shopping malls because people are not going to physical retail locations more. So they're buying up this prime real estate so that they can have their products delivered more quickly to their customers, and they have these prime real estate very close to their customers. So it's not just you wait for a day for your parcel delivered. Amazon will get to a point where that parcel is delivered within a few hours, quite soon. And so they're buying up these failed retail locations, old shopping malls, so that they're close to their customers. And so online stores are exploding, especially now. Even after the lockdown ends, people are going to still be apprehensive towards going out. There's still going to be social distancing. So you need to get your online store known and out there. We can do all kinds of improvements to your website, and those might double your sales. But if you're only getting one customer per month, doubling your sales is not that impressive. So we need to get a lot more people to visit your website, a lot more people to know about you. And that is probably what I believe is the most important. So initially, you're going to need to spend some money. Over time, we can find ways to get more organic growth. But initially, you're going to need to spend some money. You need to put that money aside for that. It doesn't have to be a small fortune. In fact, I know that Google, I think, have pledged $300 million, and that's not Zimbabwean dollars, it's American dollars, towards giving ad credits to small businesses to help them to do online advertising. So go for online advertising, speak to an online advertising. You can try figure some things out yourself. If you post something on Facebook, boost it yourself, figure things out. If you're struggling to figure things out yourself, you can also talk to a company like ours. But do online advertising. It doesn't have to be a very technical thing. There's a lot of online training, step-by-step tutorials. Google AdWords is a bit more complicated, but not that difficult to just get started. And then as it gets traction, then you can always say, as it starts to prove it's making money, then come to a company like ours to say, hey, how can you help us? And we have helped companies like that. Even I think it was November last year, we took over a website from a client. The guy is very technically inclined. He can do AdWords himself. He did actually set up his own website. And within the first month in November, I think we saw 34% growth. The customer told us 34% growth in 1 month, in his first month. Keep in mind though that included Black Friday, but before Black Friday, we were already seeing record levels of growth. So it's very exciting. So what you need to do right now is head over to our website, and you'll see right at the top, there is a button that says get a free website audit. You need to go there, put in your website, get a free website audit. It's not one of those horrible automated audit reports, which is like, these are 20 points that are critical. These are 15 points that are medium, and whatever that actually means. These audit is actually done by a person. We do use some automated tools to do part of the report, but that doesn't give you the whole picture. So we need to get a person to go in there, look at your website, do an analysis, do some suggestions, kind of say these are the critical area. There's 5 different areas that we look at when we audit a website, and we can give you those insights. You can take some of those insights and go to another company, or you can take some of those insights and try to do it yourself. But those insights are valuable, and then we can obviously help you with the solution around those insights as well. But you're not obligated to use us. So go right now to that. Don't even watch this outro. Go right now and do that website audit. See live production, wrong key. Go right now and do that website. Don't even watch the outro.